Well, here you go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Davo. Welcome to Asrnz GT4's Championship 2020, proudly brought to us by Superior Joint Sealing. How are you, buddy?
Excellent. Thanks for asking, J-Man. Yes, here we are again for the GT4s. Round 5 tonight. We are at Silverstone.
Yeah, the mighty Silverstone, mate. It's good to be here. Um, After a pretty epic season so far. I mean, we're at the halfway point tonight. So I'll take this opportunity just while you're maybe just getting some stuff organised in the back there, mate, and
Yes.
just have a look as you see on the visual up at the moment, guys. That's the back end of these guys' practice session, official practice session. So they'll be currently conducting driver briefing at the moment. But as we just roll in and we have a look at this championship at the moment, big upsets last week with John Boy actually having a mechanical failure mid-race and that dipping him down to third in the championship at the moment. So Jeffro in the pro class will start there. Jeffro takes the championship lead in the pro class on 209 points. So 209 points, plays 199 back to second, which is Aztec. JB in third, 1 point behind on 198. Luke Crompton.
Who is equal with Luke Compton
Yeah,
at 198 too,
100%.
I see
Yeah. Farmer only a couple of pegs back from that on 196, so don't count him out of this deal.
Definitely not.
The ever consistent Steve O'Malley is still in there in sixth position, 176 points. Mudgee, seventh, 159. Craig Stoneley, who has been showing signs of real good pace in this championship, 157 points in eighth. Aaron Enright, 156, 1 point adrift of the mark there in ninth. And Nick McIndoe, 153. Jake McKellar, 145. Ashley, BK, Josh, Crossy, and Jarks round out the 16. You've got Cameron May in a comfortable first in the Pro-Am Championship now, with Carlo some pegs behind him in second there. Bear challenging him for third. Matt, I think Matt's out tonight. He's in fourth. Troy, Gunther, B-Dog, Pete, and Mark Jossie round out the numbers there. Just a little note too, just to mention that Cameron leading that Pro-Am Championship has got BK, Josh, and Crossy behind him in the championship due to commitments and probably scheduling of what they've completed in this championship. Going down to the AM Championship, Kenny leading that championship by 1 point, Davo.
Yes,
over
I see.
Nick Davidson. So bit of a battle on. We might have to keep our eye on that tonight. Jacob in there in third, Rob Dog fourth, Ryan Gulbranson in fifth, Jason in sixth, and Owen in seventh. That actually hasn't, I don't think, even made a round this season, so I'm not sure what's happening to Owen. If you're watching, Owen, it'd be good to see you back on track. So that's a bit of a wrap on the championship front, Davo. So plenty to play for these guys.
Yes.
And
Yes.
talking
and
sorry.
yes, sorry, just quickly, just like you mentioned, a bit of a mix of the points in the last week. Obviously with mechanical failures from JB and
did hear from
Luke,
him during the week.
and Luke didn't finish so well last week. So the two big hitters in the championship have actually dropped back a little bit, like you mentioned. So it's really tightened things up at the top here. It's only getting better. This little GT4 thing we got going on here. So
yeah, and so on that, talking to John during the week, he basically said, by his own admission, he was running NASA pads, and basically they failed. He said they basically exploded. They expired. He had them on for too long, and they won't be running those again this season. So yeah, coming straight from the horse's mouth. So interestingly enough, these boys have just rolled into their qualifying session for the night. I understand the format is back to a 60-minute single stopper, compulsory stop again. Davo, we love
Yes,
these ones because
we do.
we know how critical these pit stops are. This has got a particularly tricky pit entry to get right. Hey, I've just noticed too, the two BMW cars, the sister, well, the inbred BMWs there stayed out. Perhaps Davo, you stayed in the pits. I don't know what's going on there. That's a bit odd.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, track's fast. A little bit of
Yeah.
cloud cover.
So they're
Wonder
just
what
biding
the
their time,
wonder what
obviously.
the ploy is there.
Wonder what the game plan is there. I'm sure we'll soon find out. Steve Melling also just still in the pits as far as my data is showing as well.
Yeah,
So
he's just leaving now. He's just on his
yeah.
way out. Interesting. So I don't know if we can bring up any data and see who actually is first coming around. Looking at the stopwatches there, I'm gonna say it's probably.
So yeah, we're just qualifying on
Luke
the.
Got Josh right behind him, Davo.
Yep, yep. So we've got a time of 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon for our official quali here for round 5.
Yep.
It's looking very overcast, which is, not unexpected here at Silverstone.
That might have been a smart ploy by those BMWs, Davo, because I've just seen the track go optimum.
There you go. There you go. So little tiny game plans. The strategies at play, even in the opening laps of the qualifying session. So
Yeah.
Not unexpected really from these guys, because with the championship so tight, like every little advantage you can get will count, without a doubt.
Yeah, too right. Yeah, so just on those earlier sessions, managed to peek in. There was a bit of a server malfunction on the Tuesday official practice, so I saw some stuff being done on the Wednesday, and can't tell you that BMW of John McDonald's pretty much featured up the top consistently. That said, I didn't see Luke Compton, I didn't see Josh Vediger, but what I did see earlier on tonight is I saw Cameron May and the other Porsche car that is getting pedalled reasonably quick this season. Obviously we're always looking at Josh, but Cameron May was getting that Porsche just absolutely humming, mate. As I've just focused still on this Josh Vediger chasing down Luke Compton on this qualification run that they're doing now. Both these boys are looking good. I'd see Jeff Versus right up there as well.
Jeff got out early there and one of their first cars out.
He's going to post a time just before these boys.
He's just about to, and going
to be pretty handy.
Now, like you mentioned, we've got optimum track conditions at the moment, so don't let the overcast conditions fool you. This track is definitely in good nick.
Wow, a 10-0. I have not.
There you go, and Joshy just pulls it out of the bag.
Yep.
Look, Josh does this all the time, although we haven't seen him perform like this in qualifying in the GT4 season yet.
Yep.
But we quite often do see him just pull these very rapid times out in qualifying in the GT3s. In saying that, just looking at that, what is it, it's a 2:10.
McIndoe up there on a 10.3. So good to see Slick up there in the Camaro.
He is. There's a few 10s there too. Luke, another one, that we'd expect to be sniffing around at the top of the table with the 2:10.4 as well. So
where's JB here? I know John's pulled out a 10.0 earlier in the week. Can he pull it out now? But that is great to see that Camaro that Camaro of Nick McIndoe's up
The
there.
McIndoe car, yeah.
Yeah. I talked to Nick during the week. Basically said enough of this mediocre pit stop stuff, buddy. Get into it. You've got the car pace. Sort that out. There's only so many times, that we can click on them in the pit lane and then get it wrong. So come on, Slick. As we see John McDonald coming round. He's currently in P19, coming round for a good-looking lap. I think this is going to put him on the front row. My calculations are right. Yeah, I think...
Do we see a 9 in it?
I tell you what.
I mean,
I tell you what, he must have cut it.
He must have cut it because he's not appeared on my data there at this stage. And yeah, just interesting to note the GT4s. If people are wondering, maybe the difference between the pace on the GT4s compared to the GT3s. The last time the boys raced or drove here in Anger in the GT3s, it was Perco with the quickest time of a 1:58.4.
Right, playing a 10-0.
Yeah, playing a 10-0 at the moment.
12 seconds.
Yeah. So there was only 4 guys in the 58s on that in that race. The others were Crossy and yourself, J Man,
right,
who equalled at a 58.866. Both of you did 58.866s, and then Aztec with a .899. So funky numbers, but there you go. That'll show you the difference in
such as the competitive nature of Asrnz, though, right, Davo?
Well, it just shows you right there. And it shows in the points. As usual.
I tell you what, John McDonald is currently sitting in P25 with 27 cars on the track tonight too, Dave. I've got to mention.
Nice turnout.
And he's up. He's well and truly up. He's looking for a solid number. But the thing is with 48 seconds to go, he's got to bank this, and he's got potential for one more run as he comes up to the penultimate corner now. Geez, man, he's put a lot of pressure on himself, mate.
Yeah, he's definitely cutting it fine. And like you said, they still need this banker lap. They need a lap in their pocket. Here he goes. He just rounds the final corner here.
And it only takes him to P9, and 11.2's not going to cut it. So is that what you're calling a banker?
Well, he's only got 1 lap to go, and after cutting on the first flyer, you just wonder how hesitant he is to push too hard on this final lap, which will more than likely be his final lap.
Yeah.
So, you still got cams on John as he actually starts to round up one of the
lights are flashing.
Slower cars, the lights do flash on the BMW, but everybody trying to get a fast lap out here.
Yeah, hey, look, that car's not... It completely doesn't have to pull off as it does, if I say that.
Does,
if he was doing a lap, he's entitled. But hey, so going back to your point around the GT4s versus GT3s, clearly what we know is, this class is got a lot less aero. Horsepower difference is a little thing. They are quite slippery in a straight line. We've seen not much more than 5-10 k's at some tracks difference on terminal speed at the end of a shoot, but clearly they don't make the mechanical or the aerodynamic grip that a GT3 car does, hence the 10 to 12 second difference throughout the throughout the season on any given track. But hell of a driver's car. The boys just absolutely love pedaling these things. To extract a great time requires a massive amount of finesse, in the braking zone, because the ABS is quite technical.
Particularly in the braking zone, I think I'd suspect. But even just feeding the power on, as I'm sure you were just about to get to there. They do take some commitment and probably a little more
concentration. Cameron May to the top on a 9.9.
Nice work from Cameron there.
As we see John McDonald rounding the final corner, I believe. But Cam May, I mentioned Cam May in that Porsche earlier, has pipped the other Porsche because Josh has given it away.
John in fourth.
Okay.
Where's Farmer going to come in here?
P3, mate. P3.
Excellent.
So that is a stunning effort from Cameron May. First, I'm going to say first pole ever at ASRNZ. I'd like to bring him down and clarify that. I'll just get a visual on that
I suspect so, actually.
beautifully
But yeah,
presented Porsche.
let's get him down.
So we'll just bring him down. Camo, we've got you down in the booth, mate. You got comms on us?
Hey guys, how you going?
Hey, mate. Hey, congratulations on a bloody fantastic pole, mate.
Cheers. I don't really know where that came from.
So am I correct?
We were hoping for a 9, and
Yeah.
you've delivered, my friend. So you get a
Yeah. Hey, look, to pip the great Josh, mate. That's a hell of a lap. We're just talking up your stocks a little bit earlier in that session, mate, because I did see you pumping some good times earlier in the night and earlier in the week. So current leader of our Pro-Am Championship, is it? I think it is.
Yeah. Hope I don't get moved up to the pro.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if mid-season.
Like that,
yeah.
my friend.
But hey, so are we correct in saying that's your first pole at ASRNZ?
Yeah, definitely, by far.
Hey, well, look, congratulations, mate. I hope the race goes to plan for you tonight, and then we get to talk to you at the end of it on the podium, mate. But absolutely, yeah, congratulations on a stunning lap, mate.
Cheers, guys. Thanks very much.
Yeah, top work, mate. Good luck in the race.
Good luck,
Thanks,
mate.
guys.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Wow, there you go, Pepper. Kind of mentioned that he was going well. I didn't think he was going to pip the 10-0 of Josh.
Oh, well, we were saying how quick and solid he's been in practice. We didn't even entertain him being on pole, or probably in the top 3, but at least putting some pressure on the boys up the pointy end. But there you go.
There you go. The 3 Porsche of Cameron May puts it on P1 as they grid up for this full formation lap at round 5 ASRNZ Superior Joint Sealing GT4 Championship 2020 Season 1.
Yes, Season 1, and proudly brought to us, obviously, by a major sponsor, Superior Joint Sealing, and also Go Bro Racing, Hypercube Web Design and Online Marketing, Outdoor Effects, Spark Cleaning in Taupo, Mackendo Constructions, Zero Vision Motorsport, and of course, New Look Painting.
Yeah, cheers for that, Davo. That's quite the lineup of sponsors here that help with us throughout the season with all things that make up ASRNZ. We appreciate all the help that we get on and off track.
We do.
So hey, look, it's a funny old weekend or Thursday this one, and heading into a Bathurst weekend, mate. I don't know what you've seen, but some certainly some good times up on the mountain already as we wait for these guys to start their formation lap.
It is.
Just witnessed the Tickford Mustang of Cam Waters go for a low 4 in that final practice session early on, so 4-1, so just about into the 3s already. Numbers that you would have never dreamed of not that many years ago.
No, definitely not. The cars have come a long way, but yes, there's I suppose enough said about that for this time.
Broadcast,
but
absolutely.
We'll touch on stuff like that in the future, and
watch this space.
Watch this space. I think you'll get a little bit more commentary of local and some real world racing from ASR NZ soon. These boys are just about to roll around for their warm-up lap.
And picking a few sets of lights on, Davo. It's quite dark.
See that it is overcast.
What's the time?
It is still quite overcast. I think it was 11 a.m. start for the Sunday. So I will just pop back in 1 second.
Yeah. No problem, mate. As the cameras are still just going to stay on Cam May here for the best part of this formation lap, because we've got to give him a bit of spotlight here, because that's an outstanding job. First time that we've seen this season, and in a very, very long time, that we have 2 Porsches on the front row. So that's really awesome. He'll have his work cut out for him, because Josh is a very, very experienced hard racer, and will take it to him off the start. Very experienced racer. And Josh, but interestingly enough, those two Porsches have got the two BMWs right behind them. And then Nick McIndoe, Luke Crompton, another two very, very quick guys. Nick McIndoe is actually looking really, really good here tonight in that Camaro. Made mention, had a bit of a chat with him during the week, Dave, and just said, you know, like that car looks so much better than what we had seen. He mentioned on the, I think it was the Wednesday night, that he just towards the back end of his official pracky during the week, he found something in the spring rate or the dampening of that thing.
Yep, and it shows in his times, definitely.
Yep.
And you really do have to look a fair way down the field to see another Camaro. He has definitely found something in that car, and it puts him in 5th position in qualifying. Good effort. Definitely good effort.
Well, look, you got to go back. You got to go back to P12 to find Aaron Enright in the next Camaro. So I kind of thought Jake McKellar was going to shine here. I thought he would have gone pretty well because he was one of the guys that went really well at Kyalami, and I kind of thought that this might have suited that style. As we see the guys coming around this long formation lap. Doing a lot of weaving.
Rolling over the old start-finish straight there, as they're probably about halfway around the lap at the moment. But a lot of tyre warming going on. We've got a track temperature of only 18, she's a chilly old day out there. Yep. Not unusual for Silverstone, you know, like it's renowned for its pretty well crap weather.
Yeah.
So, and a track steeped in history too, mind you, as they round a few of the final corners there. It's obviously the home of the British, GP.
Yes.
And has been since 1948, people.
Wow, that's a great stat, Davo. Well done on the groundwork there, pal.
Yes, and obviously, and most people know that it's an old airfield, and it was an old a bomber base that was built at the end of World War II, 1943. But it was abandoned for some years before some locals actually organised a impromptu race, unofficial race around the airfield. I think it was 1947 or something, where one of them actually cleaned up a sheep and rode off the car.
Wow.
And it was candidly named the Mutton GP from then on.
Wow. But, as we see the cars just form up 2 by 2 there, Davo, there's some great histories. So obviously Silverstone's steeped in history. Steeped in history
here, and here we go.
Just got a heli.
Nice modern stuff here around. Helicam onto the front row there. This is round 5. We are at Silverstone.
Looking for a green.
This is Asrnz GT4 Challenge. Let's go racing.
Oh, it's a very, very delayed green, but they get away. Cam getting a good start. Josh hungry looking early. Farmer.
Very hungry looking early. Wants to take that top spot off Cameron May, and also JB and Farmer very tight in 3rd and 4th. They're all very respectful, very tight, some nice side-by-side stuff through the mid-pack there as they round their way through Beckett's and into Chapel.
We're just playing with the cameras there. We get them a relatively clean start. I was trying to look to see if anything happened further back. I couldn't see anything at that point, Davo.
It looks like a nice tidy start. As we just watch our data update, obviously our data goes a little crazy at the start of the race here, so all we've got is a bit of a visual here from our helicam. I think we're on. Who you focused on there, J-Man?
Well, just looking
back
at
actually a little bit.
A Joshy, but how far back do you want me to go?
BK.
Okay, I'm on BK.
And maybe back a little bit there.
Yes, Mudgy.
That little bunch of cars all run into that.
Who's that all over the back of Mudgy? Is that... Who's in that Porsche there? Is that B-Dog? No, it's Crossy. It's famous Crossy. All over the back of Mudgee there. This is going to get real busy.
Yeah, and this will get interesting. Crossy, no doubt, still running the NASA pad even after the BMW's had a failure.
Oh, someone slipped up the inside.
Week.
That was BK.
So there was
no,
interesting.
It wasn't. It was
there,
Nick
actually.
Davidson.
Oh, Crossy just propped it. I think he just misjudged his braking there, propped him, which gave BK an open door. Quickly took advantage, but now Crossy has lost, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4 positions.
He has.
Including BK, so nearly 5 positions.
As Troy looks to come up the inside here as well.
The purple Porsche just trying to make that.
Bit of contact there.
And that's close stuff there. As the boys muscle themselves into position there.
Wow.
Who's in the Golf? Merc? Is it the Merc or the Aston just back behind that?
So that'll be Craig Stoneley.
So that's the Golf painted Mercedes, because there's 2 Golf painted cars in the field. One is an Aston and one is a Mercedes. From a distance, they look very similar.
So that'll be Stoneley. What have we got happening up the front? What sort of margin? We got a Josh is looking for a rundown on Hanger Straight.
And it doesn't get much closer than that.
Wow, that is close.
Oh, he's right on his tail.
As he pulls out of the draft.
Cameron's
not giving it up.
Has had the measure under brakes.
I'm just going to go out the back wing there, of that one there, of Cam May. Looking back to Josh.
Look at that.
Wow. Farmer still on full attack mode. Good to see Nick got a good start as well. He's still holding off Luke Comden. So not a lot of change up the front there.
No, not a lot of change. Obviously pressure, the pressure that we'd expect. Obviously Josh pressuring Cam there. And
yeah,
and the two
apologies to
Craig
Stoneley as well, because I believe that was actually Gunther in the other car. I think because Stoneley's well up as we just see Josh having a look around the outside.
Now there's the
potential for going underneath him here and to the left.
Sneaky to the left here. Farmer wants to look at that as well.
As Josh gets that done, that's a beautifully set up move.
Nice work.
Although Cam with the run.
Mate, Cam did have the run. He had the outside.
He's going to look for the long way here, and I don't think you'd be doing well to get
a long way round here.
Done on Joshy around here, but if he can live there, he'll have rights for the next right-hander.
Yeah, it's an awkward corner. Very quick flick into the right-hander. Farmer still
looking for the run on the outside.
Still pressuring for the outside run. Oh, out of the dirt.
He'll be
gives his teammate JB a bit of a look.
Oh.
But this is tight.
This is game on here, Dave.
This is where we need to focus right now. These boys are agitated. Everybody wants to go at this podium.
Yep. And nothing to, no quarter given, mate. I mean, Josh has made a little break here, a tiny little break. But when I say a break, he's made 4 tenths, which is the biggest margin we've seen between these boys since the flags gone green.
So as much as I've just focused back on Farmer there a little bit actually. Just as much as pressure as we see John McDonald put on him, they are teammates, and there will be a lot of respect given there. Which, like you think, okay, well, is John just going to hold back that little bit, just that 10% back?
Yeah.
Which will put McIndoe, and who's right behind McIndoe? We've got Crompo, mate, and
and Craig Stoneley, and then I tell you what, Aztec and Stevo are on the charge.
Melling,
they're coming.
There.
Those 2 Astons, and I see Aztec's rocking a beautiful Polestar blue this week. So props to Aztec and his paint team for mixing it up every week. I think we've got a little bit shocked to see Jeff Burse, our championship leader, back down in 16th.
He obviously didn't nail it in qualifying there, J-Man. It's unfortunate, isn't it?
So, I want to just see what's happening up here. Josh, he's just making a little break. These guys are going to have to be a little bit careful that he doesn't get away as Farmer grabs a bit too much curb then.
But he's actually, like I sort of thought, he's made that gap in from JB, because now JB's concentrating on McIndoe behind him, and then we got Perko, and he ain't going to give up either. He wants that Merc in front of that Chevy.
Who's that? Oh,
Compo, should I
sorry.
say?
Yep.
Okay.
I was thinking, Jesus, we've had a feature. Perco's in the series. Yeah. So hey, so looking at that, Josh is at half a second now. Back to Cam May, Steve Wilton, Farmer back, JB, Nick McIndoe, Luke Crompton, Craig Stonley, Stephen Melling, holding off Aztec, Ashley Vertigo a little bit further back from that. Not much, he's not far, but that makes out the 10.
Yeah, but you say half a second, J-Man, but to look at it on screen here, you can
so
throw
we've got BK in the pits.
You can a blanket over the first 5 cars. You know, like,
I need to go back.
Oh,
Apologies, Dave. Apologies. I've just got to.
Oh, no, that was okay. I just had a little bit of an internet glitch there and a bit of a lag spike. Sorry, I thought I saw one of the horses dip off.
Oh, so we had Steve Croston rotate Jeff Burse in the pit lane.
Really?
Yes, I can't get another replay on it as Jeffro's struggling to get that car rotated. It's going to be a huge penalty or something to be had there as I just look at... Okay, so I was just looking at...
yeah, well there you go. Oh, look at the front of Burse's car.
Oh, he'll be filthy.
My. And the back of it, the back bars flapping around. Oh,
why is Cameron May off in the weeds? And Aaron Enright got speared off into the weeds as well. What is going on out there? We have got cars.
Oh, can you do a replay on that?
I'll try and get a replay on that. And it was Cameron May on my screen was warping in the air. I hope I haven't lost connection.
No, I'm getting it as well. So I'm thinking May or...
Someone's had connection issues.
Someone's having connection issues here, and that has actually caused some contact. Oh, did you see that?
Did you see the Aaron Enright and then the
big
and the Ash Vertigo slide?
Yeah.
Sheep.
So you're still watching the replay as well,
Righty,
obviously.
mate. Yeah.
There you go. So I'd say that May car has had a connection issue.
Oh, that sucks. And the front of Jeffro's car is
by itself.
beaten.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffro, that sucks. That's our championship leader. I'm just going to flick back to the front here just to see what's going on.
I think we need to, because we've got, which has put Steve Wilton into second position.
Yeah.
That's one thing we do know. We don't know what happened to May.
Well, Nick
we do know
McIndoe
Wilton's
has got the blowtorch on John McDonald. So
absolutely.
I'm going to jump out the boot of John McDonald's as we look out across the rear wing of John McDonald's car. Back to Nick McIndoe. Nick saying that he found something, like I said, Davo, during the week in the setup of this car. Was really happy. Looks like that BMW is quite strong in a straight line though. He's just come out onto Hangar Straight.
It does. I mean, given the right exit off the corners, I mean, all the cars are pretty solid.
Yep.
You know, like you were saying earlier, you touched on it earlier, how slippery they were. They are quite quick given the reduction in power compared to a GT3 car, but that Camaro definitely a handy looking piece of kit, mate. It is a handy piece of kit compared to what we have seen the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So nice work for McIndoe to find that little egg in that
what happened to
that setup.
What happened to Aztec? Aztec pitted. He went for an early stop.
I think Aztec went in early. Yeah.
So what I need, Davo, is I need to know what his first flying lap time is. Where is he? Okay, he's back down there. 2:26. That would have been his in lap. Okay, so at some point we need to check in on Aztec's lap and just see where his pace is at. What we can tell you right now is the front boys. Last laps were low 11s, and they were kind of the best. They were the quickest out there on 11.2 and 11.1 respectively. So Farmer was actually the fastest car on track last lap. So he has brought that gap down from 1.5 seconds to 0.9. So he's taken 6/10 out of Josh Vertigo in the last 2 laps. The Farmer's on the charge. I think he's got something for Joshy tonight, Davo.
Yeah, good to see Farmer actually on point tonight. I mean, you know, Farmer can be quick, and then he can be quick. I mean, I know he struggles with a little bit of consistency every now and then, but yeah, it'd be good to see him get that blue thing up the pointy end. It's been around. I think it was the sprint round we had. He won a couple of races there.
He's the only guy to have won 2 races a season. As we see him range up on Josh, I think that car paired with Farmer right now is just, at this point of the race, is so much stronger than Josh. He's got that margin down to 0.2.
Yeah, and it's looking tidier pace wise than John Boy's car is too. So
yeah, he's dropped John. He's dropped John at the moment.
Yeah,
John was still a little bit vulnerable to Nick McIndoe, so expect to see.
Yeah, as we expected, we were thinking that he would cover a little. So
Yep, I think expect to see 2 things actually. I think Steve-O's got something for Craig Stoneley, and I think
he has.
I think Farmer's got something for Josh. I just gonna check in here with Steve-O. And
well, I watched in the last 2 laps. Now he's gone from about 5 or 6 or maybe even more car lengths back to right on the bumper of Stoneley.
Yep.
So Steve-O's definitely, you know, his tyres come up a temp. He's happy with the way the car's settled in. And
should we just jump on board with Steve-O and see what his looks and sounds like?
Well, I was just looking at the back of Stoney's car, and it looks fantastic. But what's catching my eye is the look of the weather that's in the background.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks awful.
All right. Well, we'll just have a jump on with Steve-O here, and we'll give him a little bit of in-car time and see what happens there.
So obviously, Aztec's still waiting for an update on Aztec's quickest lap time. He's obviously going to get 2.
Did you want to get a count on that? Yeah, Aztec's last times there, Davo, were 11.2, so he was faster than Joshy, but not faster than Farmer. Farmer did a 10.8 on the last lap. Farmer's got pace. As Joshy runs wide, Joshy has an off track there. Yep. Poke it up the inside there, Farmer. And John Boy's with him. What happened there? You know what it was? John's last lap was faster than them all. He ran a 10.5. And McIndoe ran a 10.7, so these boys are quick, mate. Yep. Well, I think Josh is holding them up. I think Josh has actually backed John into Farmer into JB. Yeah, 100%. One of these BMWs has got a pit. I know they've gone late all season long, but my call is, mate, is I think one of them's got to go. And I think that car's Farmer. I think Farmer's got to go early. Yep, Nick McIndoe, Luke Crompton. Oh, what's Steve up to there? Stephen Melling. What? Yep. Alright, so hey, I just want to, if you want to just stay with those front 2 or 3 for a second there, Dave, I just want to pan the camera down the field. I just want to see as we have lost Cameron May. The internet gods haven't been kind to him tonight, so, man, that's just, yeah, that's really sad, so commiserations. Oh. Yep. Yep, big milestones. So as we just see, Aaron Enright looking for an inside move and Gunther doesn't get it done. Back to Kenny in P13 in the Ginetta, so good to see Kenny and that beautiful little Ginetta up there, P13. Yeah, BK an early stopper, he's out there in P14. Ryan's, I think he's changed the paint on that Camaro. That thing looks nice, reminds me almost of some form of Walkinshaw Andretti sort of looking thing. Yep, and then Jacob, he's out there doing it. Ashley, now Ashley, that's right, Ashley got involved in something, but he is effectively the second car on the road that stopped. Yep. So he just got caught up there. Aztec just got caught up behind Jacob. That would have compromised his lap time. His last lap was a 2:12. I just want to keep my eye on. So who's that? That's Jarkus coming in the pits. I'm just going to get a count on him. Oh, I'm 5 second stop for Jarkus. Yep. 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 Out of 11 seconds stop for Kenny. Yeah. God, man. Yeah, the camera crew at Silverstone need... Oh, as Farmer tags him. Yep. And Nick McIntyre's going to capitalise on this as he sweeps around and grabs them both as well. So John McDonald prospers from that move. Where's Steve Melling? Where's Steve Melling? He must have been close to that. Okay. Just going to replay that. There we go. Just that littlest touch. I've been in that position myself and with Joshy. It is unfortunate. Oh, damn. Farmer was going so well too. So, yeah, so that gives John McDonald the lead. Nick McIntyre second. Wow. Jake McEllerin. Yeah. Yep. Okay. The cameras here are shitty. Okay, we've got a replay on that. Beautiful bit of side-by-side stuff there. Farmer prevailing in that one. But, yeah, no, look, the cameras aren't that flash for such a prestigious racetrack. A little bit disappointed. Come on, Kunos. I just think I tell you who will be filthy, Davo, and it'll be Jake McKellar as he just cops a stop-go 30-second penalty for, I suspect, probably speeding in the pit lane. They do take that seriously. Jeffro had enough of that car being arse and basically put a front clip on it, tidied it up, He was talking to me about the wheel change that they made this week earlier. I think they were pink, supposed to be purple. Yeah, we can see it, Jeffro. I guess pink's probably synonymous with the 69. Yeah, you'd be right, mate. It looks okay. Still looks good on track. Dig deep, brother. 26. Work your way back. Okay, I need to get a replay on that. Okay, I'll just back the bus up there. It's an inside move in the final corner. Just covered him off. Yep. Oh, Steve-O's just getting it sideways. Yep. Defensive. Yep. Oh, he's just back. Yep. Yeah, he tickled him up. Oh, he's run it down there. Steve-O needs to shut the door on this stuff. Yeah, he does. He does. Shut it down. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, mate. I feel like it was a lap inspired. Well, it's not over yet. There's Josh all over the back. There's something going on here. Farmer up the inside of Josh. Yeah, he does. Oh, he's lining it up. Yeah, he's lining it up. Hey, so Mudgee has become the first of the stoppers now. And interestingly enough, according to me, as we watch and Joshy come in. Okay, I'll take Joshy. Oh! Josh gets into the back of Farmer into the pits. Yep. Jeez, I hope he doesn't bloody end up. Okay. Or 14 and counting for Josh. 15, 16. That's impressive. Does Craig Stoneley back up? He had to back up there. Yep, I tell you what I can tell you is bloody Mudgee has just quietly been achieving here tonight, and he's in P9 as we speak. He's still got Stoneley. Did Stoneley get out in front of him? I think he probably has. Not. He has... Or has he? No, he hasn't. Mudgee has actually grabbed him as well. Yeah, so Mudgee's worked his way up here nicely inside the 10. So Mudgee currently, and we've still got McDonald, McIndoe, Crompton, Melling, Gunther to stop. Mudgee's doing a great job here tonight in this Petronas-inspired Mercedes. As we just see, who is that all over the back? So that's BK with Aztec behind him. Now Data just needs to sort itself out here because there's a couple of positions out. And Joshy's only just come out in front of those guys, Davo. So I tell you what, you called it. Steve Wilton had a what? 4-second stop? Well, how far back from his teammate was he when he came in? What was the margin? bit of a cloud hanging over Farmer from the obviously the incident with Josh. You know, do they deem that as a racing incident? And you know, obviously there was contact causing loss of position, but where does, you know, where do the stewards rule on that these days? I wouldn't know, Dave. I don't have anything to do with that sort of stuff. But you know, they were going at it. Couple of positions lost, but play on, I suppose. Yep. Okay, so what's the margin? What is the margin? It's 24.8 seconds up the road to Stephen Melling for Farmer. So, I tell you what, when Steve-O stops, where is Steve-O? Here he is. Mm-hmm. Yep. 4.4 seconds JB's got on Slick now, another 1.4 to Luke Compton from Nick McIndoe there, so that's, you know, visually you can see that, and then Steve-O is only 3.1 off of that, so he's right there. So as they come down there into the penultimate corner, where is Steve Wilton? Farmer, he is, okay, so he's back through that section there. Yeah, so I don't know, it's I think it's going to be tight whenever John comes in, which isn't yet. Yes. Oh, Damien Jones looking for an inside move on Mudgee. She's on like Donkey Kong. He's all over that thing. Yeah. Just shooting, yeah. Surely not. As they run down here. Oh, that's brave. Aztec's got a front row seat of this. Actually, Aztec's jumping in on this battle. Once again, Darkus pretty strong down at the end of Hanger Straight, but just can't get it in there far enough as he runs wide. Geez, I tell you what. Get there. Yep. So Farmer's last time was 11-7 plays John's 10-9. So he is well off the pace. Makes the time there. He's certainly faster than Luke. That last lap. These boys here have slipped down into the 12, so respectfully, you know, Mudgee, Jux, Aztec, they're bottled here in this this battle here. Yep. There's a very, very close gap here between Zopa and, oh, who was that? Kenny? Bear Grylls just up the road from those guys, so Bear Grylls going alright, B17. Dog's a little bit lonely at the moment. Stonely, why did Stonely end up back there? He must have come back into the pits, did he? Yeah, and then Jake McKellar. And we got Gunther in the pit. He's just exiting. Okay, so Ryan Gilbranson's still got to stop. So that's going to hurt him, currently sitting in P15. That's going to drop him down substantially. Ryan had been away for a little bit. He's had rugby commitments, so good to see him back. No, mate. No, mate, I've got no life. This is it. No. No. Yeah. So 11.4 for the leader, plays an 11.4 for Farmer. So matching the times there. McDonald in. Okay. Stephen Melling. I'll count Steve-O, you count McDonald. We'll see where these boys are at. Expect something big from JB. He is good at this stuff. Here's Steve-O rolling into the lane. Come on, Steve-O. Nice and tight. You got this. Oh, 5 seconds for Steve-O. Yeah, definitely a 5-second stop there. So what does that do? Where is Steve Wilton? Where is Steve Wilton? The sister car. We knew that could stop. What about Steve Melling? Where does he come out? So Steve Melling's come out in front of Josh. Yep. So Nick McIndoe. Come on, I've talked about this. Nick McIndoe and Luke Crompton both. Yep, they both need huge stops. Yep. I expect Farmer to pile a massive amount of pressure on his teammate. What's the gap there? What's the gap? There's a little bit in it. Yes, it was. Okay, so when do you think? I mean, there's just under 20 minutes to go. I say Nick McIndoe in the lane. I'm on this one. This is the one that I want to go incredibly well. This here, if this goes right, this is a battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th with Crompo. He should be slotting in somewhere between. Yeah, so this should slot Nick maybe just in front of Joshy and Steve-O here. Oh, that was so fast! That was as fast as we've ever seen. I couldn't even count it. Yeah, that's as good as you'll see, mate. It is as good as you'll see. So, props to Nick McIndoe because he gets the car out in front of. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's what we've been waiting for 5 rounds to see from this guy. Yeah, well, look, mate, he had words to himself during the week, so props to you, McIndoe. You've sorted that shit out, mate. Still a hell of a lot of work to go from here for 23 odd minutes to hold off Farmer. Oh, who was that off there? So No, Aston. So that is... Okay, so 25 car will be... And 227. Can't be 25. Was that? No, was that Jason? Okay, he isn't. Beautiful. This is... This is huge. Nine or 10 seconds, that one's going to cost them huge. So, who have we got rounding them up? Steve Melling. So he gets out in front of Joshy. Yeah, Steve-O going bloody well. Yep, Aztec and Mudgee still going. Oh, Aztec all over the back of Damien Jones here. Mudgee, yep. Oh my God, how close is this? Crikey, I've got to go on board. He's flashing the lights. Beautiful line. With that right-hander there. And paying divvies. Yeah, oh, Aztec with a good little run there. Can't help but think that there's a move coming. It's a long way round there. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's it. So what are we looking at there? Steve Melling. Got Luke Crompton all over the back of him now. Do you think in Steve-O's head he's got in the back of his mind that potentially, you know, after the incident that he saw earlier between Farmer and Josh, that, you know, he needs to maintain this because there's potential for a podium here, you know, albeit it's sitting in fourth, you know, you got to put your best foot forward at the end of these things, because, you know, this is all provisional until the stewards have sat and oh yeah. Too right. Yep, they're just looking down the field here. BK in the pits. Not sure why BK's back in the pits. He's gone. I can't get him, he's gone. He's called it a night, so that's unfortunate for BK. Hard luck, BK. Yeah, I just want to have a look down here. Jeff versus Jeff making his way back. Oh, they are pink Jeff. I can see the pink stripe, mate. Well done. He's making his way up onto that 6 car. It wasn't 25, it was 6, and it's Jason Shepherd, and that is for position. Jeffro is gaining on him there. B-Dog's up the road from that. How far behind him they are? Definitely the whole length to Hanger Straight, that's for sure. She's a big one. Jake McKellar, 21st. He's recovering from his bloody top go 30. We got Troy Wilson and Craig Stoneley and co and Steve Crossy. It was a huge. What was the deal? I'm going to replay that with Bear. What was the huge run was? What did I miss there? Oh, he's cooked it. Jesus, stay up at Bear. Yeah, no lift there, brother. Ryan Gilbranson in for his official stop. As he brings that bloody deep represented Camaro in there. That margin at the front, just casting my eye up. I just wanted to see what this stop's like for Ryan. Hasn't been here for a little while. How slick is this stop? This is hard to do at the best of times. As we go double digits, I'm going to stop counting there for sake of... He's actually repaired it. Yeah. Hence the long stop. Yeah. So hey, so just picking up. I don't know. Is Armour making any inroads? I don't think he is. I'm saying Nick's catching very marginally. He's catching John McDonald, and I mean we can see on the times that the last 2 laps as he blows apart the polystyrene brake marker into turn 1, it just exploded. Let's get a visual on that because that was rather impressive as he comes through. Do we see it? He's already hit it. We didn't get to see it on the replay, but anyway, he is definitely making net gains. The last 2 laps I've noticed they're only a 10th of each lap, but you know when you're talking only about the margin being 1.3 seconds between these 2 guys, Davo, I mean you grab a 10th here, 10th there, still with 15 minutes to go, you're in the battle, you're in the fight. So Aztec clearly got Jarks, and now Mudgie's on the fight back to take that back from Jarks, and Ashley has actually worked his way up in there. We haven't really spoken too much about Ashley tonight, other than the big moment that we sort of semi-caught on cam earlier on. Yeah. Yep, Aaron Enright still in the same screenshot as those boys coming around the old start-finish precinct there. So that margin's just fluctuating between JB. Can't help but think at the moment that JB's probably just managing that thing. Edgar on Crompton, we're all over it. Yep, looking inside, outside. Yeah, no, he's a stout peddler. Yep. Josh, you looking good as that fuel burns burnt off a bit of fuel, though that portion's coming into its own. Yep. Both of them running it deep. Joshy down the inside. Yes. Yes, it is. So Steve, I'll be enjoying this a little bit because there's a lot of pressure behind him. Yeah, it has, and bringing us the series. Yep. Can't take my eyes off it, Dave. I'm just looking over the rear wing of the Sparko Gaming rear wing off the back of the Merc of Luke Compton. No. Yep. These big under brakes into one. Yeah, no problem, Dave. Yeah, so know these guys both really, really well. You know, both of them be loving this. You know, Lukey's up to the task of defending and still driving fast. And then equally in saying that, Josh is keen on attacking and having a good go at him. As I just go on board with Joshy, I'm just going to stay quiet for a minute. Wow.
Luke Compton still in 5th place, John McDonaldson 1st place, Nick McIndoe back quite a few seconds. The top end of the field is stretched. They're all very settled into their race. Until you get to 5th and 6th.
5th and 6th, she's all to play for as he looks outside and inside.
The first lap, you know.
Righty.
No muck around. And look at the run. Look at the run Josh got there.
Yep.
In between the two, that's just like that, the corner and then the kink out of it.
Does it not look like Lukey's just putting the car everywhere he needs to?
Yeah, just enough. Has the Beetle got enough to go around the outside? Again, no it doesn't. Here we go.
And it's a long way round here.
Can he get the inside overlap on the exit? Is it doable? Oh, the Merc just has that bit of mid-corner to exit punch, doesn't it? You know?
It does. As we just see Steve-O ranging up on Farmer.
Oh.
What's the margin there? It's not a great deal. It's clearly not as close as Cromley and Joshy. As Joshy's just relentless.
Oh, look at him here.
Yep.
Look at him. Just going into Beckett's Chapel. Again, sorry guys. Can we go back? Are you back there?
Yeah, we're back there, mate. No, we're back there. I wasn't going to miss that. I just checked the margin on those front boys. But this is too close to get away from at the moment. As we see, Mudgee must be... He's still holding out 9th, but I think he's got pressure from Ashley. So I'll just quickly check on that.
Yeah, just having a quick look at that. Ashley has ranged up a little bit.
These guys with these cameras.
Running behind him. And and Ashley and Mudgy have actually tagged, I think, and stayed on the back of from Damien there.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep,
good
they
work.
They'll just jump back up the road there with Joshy.
Because it's interesting, he showed some really solid pace midway through the race, and he just looks like he's eased off a little late.
Yes, he has. I can't help but think, oh man, where do I look? Come on. I wish buddy Joshy and Lukey would jump on the battle with Steve-O and Farmer, because then I could catch it all in one shot, Davo.
Well, just looking at the Steve-O Farmer thing, Jamie, and it's I don't think there's enough time for Steve-O. I don't think he's making that much time unless Farmer makes a mistake.
Oh, so is that's Ashley looking for a move on Mudgy? It was. Oh man, it just
poked it right up there, but just couldn't deliver.
Look. Okay, we'll jump back to Joshy because he'll be all over the back of Cromley, no doubt. Yes, he is.
Yeah, well, it looked like a couple of corners back, Joshy just lost his rhythm there, and you can see that clearly. He's dropped about a car length off him, and he's just dropped off the. But the brakes on the Porsche, Jamie.
Amazing.
Look at it, and the turn in. But then the power of the Merc on the way out, it just
Can he
shuts
live there?
the door.
Can he live there? No, he can't. Oh, Luke's just committed through maggots and Beckett's.
Mate,
oh, and we have Steve
turn-in.
Wilton. Big shock news just come through. Steve Wilton has a drive-through penalty. I mentioned earlier about Stephen Mellon being there. So Steve Wilton has got one too many track limit cuts, I would say, and has been given a drive-through as we watch Joshy having another look up the inside there. A white flag, so we must have a slower car on track coming up here somewhere.
So we talked about Steve Melling's mindset, didn't we, J-Man?
Well, you have to be there.
And what he was going to do with Luke behind him. Look at it now, it's a different situation now. He's actually up behind Wilton, and Luke is having to deal with Joshua. But yeah, like you said, he knew there was a possible penalty hanging over Farmer's head, and that's without this drive-through. So for him just to sit in position there, he has basically been just gifted that podium, as you suspected. So,
and that's the thing, and you know, like you and I, you know, both of us know that little move just cost Joshy there. You know, he's that racer, man. He's got a massive racing IQ. He won't risk something failing out on track as far as contact, something like that, and he's always there or thereabouts. And see, that pressure that he started putting on Farmer obviously really exploiting the track limits.
Yeah.
And this is what Nick McIndoe probably needs to keep doing. I see there's around 1.8 seconds now, so whether Nick's...
Farmer immediately just quietly, so he drives through.
Right. Gets it done.
Yeah.
Yep, because you don't want to leave that to the last lap because that's a big infringement. So that will cost him dearly. That'll, you know, the way this pack races, you'd be lucky to stay inside the 10 after a drive-through.
Yep. That's right. And he knows it.
So Steve-O picks up the third place on the podium at this point with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. He'd be well aware of it. He needs to be in full focus mode.
He does need to be in focus mode. I think Steve-O will be doing fine. There's only about 4 minutes left to run in this race.
Oh, Aztec rounds up Farmer. Oh, that's a hell of a move through Maggots Beckett's. It's not done.
And
it's not over yet.
It's not done. It is done now. Farmer, I doubt, will contest.
You don't think? Oh, I think he will, mate.
It is position.
Yep.
Although...
Oh my gosh.
Oh, here we go.
Down.
Who's got the biggest brakes? Oh, fuck.
Oh, he tags him.
Oh!
Aztec has done a super duper job to gather that up. That's a great piece of driving. Bit of Morse code there from Farmer.
Definitely. You could look. I could feel the frustration in Farmer as he drag raced Aztec down Hanger Straight there.
Yep.
And you called it. He wanted that position, didn't he? And
and look at
hard to
bloody,
watch.
look at bloody Ashley all over the back of Mudgee here. Oh, down into one. Sorry, down into the old one. Far out. That was close. Was that a dive from Ash then? No.
No, Ashley's just delivering the pressure right to the end, and like I was saying before, I think that Mudgee's backed off a little bit in the back third of the race compared to what he was going, mid-race in that car. It looked a lot more solid than it does in the back end of the race. So
Joshy with another run. Joshy having a last dip here with a couple of minutes to go.
Only a couple of minutes to go, viewers, and this has been relentless for the last 10 minutes, maybe more. And Crompton just committed, like you said.
Massively.
It has to be.
Yep.
With the little Porsche just flaming the back of that Mercedes.
Wow.
Steve-O
doing a great job. I really, really think he's got enough to hang on here for this last. I'm going to say, what are we looking at? This will be, where's John McDonald? As John McDonald crosses the finish.
McDonald coming out of the start, onto the start finish now.
Oh, so that's the old
crosses
start
the
finish.
line.
Yeah, it is. It is. So there'll be one more to go. There'll be this one and one more. So Stephen's got a little bit of a job to do, but I think he's going to be alright because Josh is still in full attack mode on there. As cleared, Farmer. It's not over for Jarks and Farmer. Damien really just ran that quite deep into that, out of that left and right.
Yeah, tough stuff there from Damien.
Mudgee's still holding off Ashley. A little bit comfortable there now too as well. Aaron Enright's on his own. Mule doing a great job in 12th. He can see up the road to Jacob.
Joshy just out on the grass. He's on the inside this time. But no, he's not.
He's on the outside.
I thought they were going down hanger. Oh man.
Lukey needs to shut that door, and he does. Oh, Lukey's just driving all the right lines here, mate. This
is the battle of this series so far.
Yep.
I'll tell ya.
Yep. I just noticed your audio dropping in and out there a couple of times too there, Davo, but hopefully that's not too much of a problem. Can I get a comms?
How am I going there now?
No, you're right there
awesome.
now. Yep. Joshy doing this line down into Maggots Beckett's again where he just fakes it in.
Again.
It's like a carbon copy every lap, Davo.
It is.
Hey, what's the margin there? Was I just seeing that right? No. Okay. I just wondered whether there was a little bit of margin there between Steve and Nick.
No,
that's okay. Joshy looks to the inside again. I don't think Luke's going to buy into that.
Yeah, I think there's actually a back marker in between.
John McDonald must be on Nick. His final lap.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I think it's Crossy's Porsche that's actually in between Steve-O and...
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just need to I'll focus back on John with maybe a few seconds to go. I'll keep my eyes peeled on this Joshua Bromley battle because that is, mate.
This one until they go across the finish line.
No. As Joshy's right up on him now, he'll look to fake it down the inside here. Luke shuts the door there, makes Joshy go the long way round. Luke will have to shut the door again to close off for this next left-hander, and he does do that.
Oh, that's so hard to watch.
And Josh just picks up a little bit too much curb there, which will compromise his run.
Yeah, he just ran too deep into the right-hander, and it really did compromise him there. It'll be the final lap.
Yeah, I think Lukey's got enough in hand for me to flip back to John McDonald, who rounds the final corner behind Jeff Burst to take his second victory of the season, and a well-deserved one at that too. as he crosses the line. So congratulations to John McDonald as we just pick up on Nick McIndoe for a well-earned P2.
He'll be stoked with that, Nick.
And Steve O'Melling for a P3. Well done. And a very close finish for 3rd and 4th for Joshy and Cromley. And then we've got Aztec rounding the final corner.
Yeah, slightly damaged
P6
Aston there, but she's looking pretty solid looking car, and a good result for Aztec there, actually, in 6th position.
6th position, 7th for Farmer, 8th for Jarkus Jones. Or did Mudgee get him? Mudgee got him. Mudgee got him, and so did... Don't tell me there was another fuel issue for Jarks. I need a replay on that.
And
give me a replay.
Vertigo,
oh, he looped it. He looped it.
He did too, didn't he? Look at that. Oh, what a shame. Okay.
And that's just given them enough incentive. As I watched the replay, something must have happened there. How did they... He braked. He gave it away. What was the deal with that?
There you go. And so, yeah, for top 10 down, we got Enright 11th, BK left the race, which puts Mule in 12th. Nick Davison 13th, Gunther Rowe 14th, 15 Craig Stoneley, 16 Kenny Simpson in the Janetta, Jake McKellar, 17th, 18th is Bear Grylls, Troy Wilson 19th, 20 is Brendan Rolfe, and 21 Ryan Gilbranson. Jeff Burst, tough night for Jeff Rowe, 22nd, Steve Crossland, another tough night for Steve, 23rd. And 24th, Jacob Soper. What do we got there? Jason Shepherd, 25th. Rounds it out. There
nice.
You go.
Good work. Oh,
what an epic race, J-Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no time, I dare say, like the present to grab P3 on the podium, which would be none less than Stephen Melling. So we shall...
Yes, please. Let's do that.
We'll grab Steve-O down here, bring him down to the booth. Welcome to the comms box. Steve-O Melling on another podium this season, mate. What a great race.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah, nice work, Steve, mate. Looked like you were working for it towards the end there, mate.
Geez, you'd have to be happy with that race, mate. You had some serious pace, some serious battles going on. I know you'd have been looking at that red Merc in the mirror a little bit, but geez, mate, you got the pit stop right. The race went well, and I know you, mate. You'll watch the stream back. We did mention when Farmer was in front that, you know, mathematically, you know you have to put the pressure on P3 if you're in 4th, because she's never over until the stewards have sung.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for Josh to come up behind Luke, because Luke was putting me under so much pressure, and but then all
we
of a
can
sudden,
tell.
yeah, and then I've seen them just drop back that second 1 point something seconds, initially, and then I could hear Luke, complaining about the pressure. So it was good. It sort of reversed the roles, got to look forward. Actually asked Farmer whether he was conserving fuel, because I was a little bit surprised I was catching him, and he wasn't. So it looked like he had some braking issues going into a couple of corners, but he was real unlucky. I think he would have held that position. No, he's pretty good driver, so it'd be pretty hard to get around him. But unfortunate for him.
But hey, look, that's done your championship hopes a world of favours, and really, to be up there again on the podium cements why you're in this pro class, mate, and that's a solid drive. So really impressed, really proud of you, mate, and hoping to see you up here more.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised 2 weeks in a row.
Bring it.
I sort of almost felt like the pressure was off me. No, just any race will be fine, any result, and just real surprised.
Mate, watch the points when they come out.
Yeah,
this time.
Yeah,
top notch, mate. Hey, look,
good work, fella.
Appreciate your time. Thanks, Steve. Yep. I'll talk to you in a minute anyway, bud.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Well done, bro.
Yeah, good one.
All right, so we shall grab. We'll grab Mr.
Mr.
Yeah, and Mr. Nick McIndoe.
I think it's Nick McIndoe.
I'm thinking it's that guy. It's that guy that gave himself a speech during the week and got his pit stops right.
Thank fuck.
Jesus, mate. Well done.
And mate, talk about getting them right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Excuse me, man.
Yeah, I think we'll go back and look at the numbers, but that may well be the fastest stop of the season.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
So fast. We
Without,
didn't even get to count it.
we hardly counted it. It just the thing.
So, and how much easier did that make your job? Not that you drove any less, mate. You know, the pace was good. I was really impressed at the pace.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
after
it
the
wasn't
stop,
too bad.
you actually went at John, and you were making a tenth every lap on him. And then obviously at the back end, you know, I think maybe settled into the groove and he drove away a little bit. But man, the car was fast
The
tonight.
Camaro looked good, mate. It looked so
Yeah.
fast tonight, man.
It was about time it, yeah, had a track to come to it, eh?
Yep. So
Yeah.
so super stoked that you you know, given the conversations earlier in the week, mate, that you got that pit stop right, but more so that was just a solid drive. You know, like we thought Farmer was going to come at you
Yeah, so did I.
with 20
Yeah.
minutes to go, and he didn't have an answer for you, mate. So
Nah, I was pretty stoked, pretty shit that a couple other people went off in front or whatever, but yeah.
mate, you got to be
Hey.
there. You've got to be there, man.
Yep.
You know, we just said the same thing to Steve-O. You know, we knew that in P4 he'd be sitting there looking at P3, thinking about the stewards might have a role to play in anything.
Yep.
And you got to be there, mate. You know, you've got to stay in it. So props to you on a well-deserved second, and hopefully, yeah, those pit stops remain much like we saw tonight, and
mate.
and we get to have a chat a bit more.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Nah, cheers. Appreciate it, boys.
Well done,
Well
Slip.
done, mate. Well
Enjoy.
done.
All good, mate.
Cheers.
See you, mate.
There you go. All right, cometh the man, cometh the hour, cometh the minute. Where is he? NZL JB, our 4-time champ. Bring him down to the booth. Hey, JB, you there, mate?
Yeah, just got back.
Well done, mate, on a incredible victory there, mate. Didn't do too much wrong. Beautiful pit stop. Great race pace. Take us back to the start, mate, and just give us an insight to your qualification run and how that went, because I think there's a little story to be told about that.
Yeah, decided to wait a bit and get some fresh air so I could do what I needed to do. Cooked the first lap, got with the cut.
Yep.
And the second one was just a shocker.
Yep.
So which left me with a huge amount of pressure. To do the last one. So
it was pretty mediocre, that second one, mate.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that was about all she wrote. But I was second row with my teamie, so that was all right. But the seas parted later on.
Yep, the Josh and Farmer.
Yeah,
Cam's
car was doing some wicked warping at one point, which was pretty freaky.
Yeah, we saw it. Yep.
But then after that, we went, and just before halfway, the fuel guy was saying, you're going to be really tight on fuel. So had to go into a bit of fuel saving mode
really?
as well.
There you go.
So, yeah.
So did you change your map?
Look like it.
Oh, just short shifting here and there, and rolling out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was all right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, look, it was a beautiful drive, and in light of where the championship sits, with Jeffro being well down the pack, and
that's a shame. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, well,
real shame.
You watch the stream, you'll see what happened, mate. So we're not going to comment too much about it, but yeah, there was certainly some action aplenty tonight. Probably, yeah, really great, a standout drive, mate. It's the sort of stuff that we come to expect you to do. You know, and it'll serve you well in the numbers game, I'm sure. Once these things go out of provisional into official, you'll be right back up there. But so yeah, stunning drive, JB. Your pit stop was awesome. Race pace was really impressive. Yeah, so props to you, mate. You know.
Yeah, unlucky to Farmer too, because he was going pretty solid there too. A few little mistakes crept in, I think. But yeah, really good race. Nick did really well. Really, he kept the pressure on the whole way. Actually, he did a better stop than me, I think. So
we think Nick got the stop of the night. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he grabbed a couple of beers too while he's in.
Yeah, well, we actually haven't offered any out tonight, and we probably should have. Maybe a little bit greedy. Yeah, but a couple of garage projects here for you, mate. So.
Yeah, so I'll take it back and share them with everyone.
Yeah, no, hey, well done, JB, mate. We'll talk to you shortly. Another stunning effort, mate. Props to you.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah, cheers, guys, and
mate.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, okay. As we hear, is that Cheech Chong squeaking in the background? One of them.
Yep. Both.
But yeah, hey, well done, Davo, on a bloody good call tonight. Not the best camera angle, so apologies to the viewers. We're a bit limited as far as, yeah, I kind of knew during the week that Silverstone wasn't going to provide us with the best angles. Thanks to everybody for watching. I've got to have a special shout out tonight to thank Josh Fertiger and Luke Crompton for just such an awesome display of racing skill and prowess. And you know, we some of us and even some of you viewers have been doing this a long time. And when you see guys going toe to toe like that at that pace for as long as they do with that much respect, it just screams what sort of drivers are out there.
Yeah,
and I know they're out there. I know that, you know, that they're not just subject to Asrnz. We're incredibly sport with the amount of good drivers we've got here. But
the talent. Yeah, no, that's it. And it does take, you know, a lot of respect and a lot of talent to, you know, to perform like that lap after lap. And you know, the boys showed it again tonight. And yeah, great. Like you said, Jay, man, awesome to watch. Spectacular.
Yeah,
it's a great race.
Too right. And awesome, always awesome calling with you, Davo. And you know, like I said earlier, mate, she's a bit of a big weekend, this one, with obviously being a Bathurst weekend. So I'm going to disappear tomorrow afternoon and won't be back till, I guess, Monday night. So we'll look to having I mean, obviously I'll talk with you, mate, but to the viewers, like I said, we appreciate. Flick us a like. This will obviously go from Twitch to YouTube later tonight. And we hope you enjoy, and yeah.
See you for round 6 at Zolder.
Zolder. Sounds great, Davo. Sounds great.
Super sprint.
Yep. Oh, it's a super sprint.
It's a super sprint, people. Turn up for this one.
Jeez, don't miss this one. Okay, Davo, I'm going to sign these guys off, mate. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
See you.